What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I've been chomping at the bit to tell you about this one. A real-life alligator farm in Los Angeles that was one of the main tourist attractions in the city for more than 40 years. That's right. I can't wait to tell you about this one, so let's get into it. In 1906 in Lincoln Heights, Francis Ernest and his partner Joe Campbell operated an ostrich farm in Lincoln Heights. Now, the ostrich farm was successful, but Ernest and Alligator Joe thought that these snappy creatures would be much more appealing. They had the idea to charge visitors 25 cents admission to see the reptiles doing all kinds of crazy things. Now, alligator skin was exotic, but it was just coming into fashion, so they had visitors enter through the gift shop where they could buy trinkets, toys, or alligator skin fashion items. But back to the alligators, which became the real draw. The farm was surrounded by a fence, and yes, on site, you could actually play with these alligators. You could feed the alligators, swim with the alligators. You could also dine with the alligators. And your babies could, play with baby alligators. Wow. They used to segregate the alligators by size because the bigger ones would eat the smaller ones in a series of 20 ponds. I mean, this alligator farm was big business, and prior to Disneyland or theme parks like that, it was one of the main tourist attractions in the city with over 1,000 alligators on exhibition every single day. I mean, they even let dogs in there to play with the alligators. Who knew? I mean, Campbell and Ernest had a packed house on weekends, and even during weekdays, they were nearly full. I can't find a record of an accident or an attack at the alligator farm, and based on these pictures, people must have thought it was pretty safe. In fact, Ernest and Campbell said the biggest problem was keeping the alligators from escaping, so they had to erect a fence around the entire premises. In 1953, Ernest's grandson, Ken Ernest, took over the business and moved the alligator farm to Buena Park. As a result, Bill Haley was inspired to record a song called "See You Later, Alligator," which is where the phrase comes from and was actually a top 10 hit. So while the idea of an alligator farm today may be outlandish, for more than 40 years, it was one of Los Angeles' favorite tourist attractions, and it was right there in Lincoln Heights. All right, LA, it's been a minute.